So I've dealt with law firms before, and I do believe that insolvency law gave me value for money over a law firm for a couple of reasons. First of all, I was told a price, and that was the price that I stuck to. And also I dealt with one individual as opposed to being passed around and having to talk through my case several times to several different people. So yes, definitely it gave me value for money.
I definitely believe insolvency and law were more value for money. Having dealt with law firms over the past, they charge a lot per hour, whereas insolvency and law gave me a price to begin with. From the very moment I started dealing with Peter, he said to me, this is your price, this goes from start to finish, this covers every bit of documentation going from start to finish, and it doesn't matter how many times it goes back and forward.
Peter Murray laid out his costs to me, and the cost is what I would pay. There was no hourly fees involved, which obviously using typical lawyers can mount up.
Having dealt previously with solicitors and using their debt collection expertise, insolvency law provided a much more efficient and cost-effective solution. Solicitors often are working on an hourly rate and seem more interested in dragging it out than actually getting their money in quickly.
I originally started the legal process with a soliciting firm that didn't deal with insolvency or debt collection as specifically as insolvency law did. And I found that they were very wishy-washy and not very aggressive. And as my friend said about Peter Murray's firm, Insolvency Law, they're very thorough, and I found it quite aggressive, which was great from my point of view, being the creditor. So we went down that route, and it was absolutely fantastic service, everything that I was looking for.
The fee given to me over the phone by Insolvency Law was far below any other quote I'd been given by any other firm, and they stuck to that price, and I was actually very happy with the service and the price they provided.
I believe insolvency and law was great value for money as opposed to going to a law firm, and we managed to recover the funds that were charged by the company rather than have to pay an hourly rate as you would with a law firm.
I contacted a solicitor prior to speaking to Peter, and it was a Liverpool-based solicitor. And to be fair, their costs were extortionate. And then having Googled them and gained reviews on them, found that they sort of did their first little bit, got the money out of you, and then left you to your own devices, and you were having to do all the follow-up. With insolvency and law, Peter was there at the end of the phone or at the end of an email to keep us updated on a regular basis, to the point where it was daily, if not more than daily.
So it meant that we were able to pursue a plan which Insolvency and Law came up with, and in comparison to what it would have cost me, the fees involved in pursuing that plan were a drop in the ocean. So I was extremely delighted to be able to be brought through that situation and navigated through that situation by them step by step in the way that they did, and it was, well, brilliant for us. It's worked out very, very well.
The best thing when I was first talking to Pete was when we started just discussing the money element, was the fact that he gave such great value for money opportunity compared to other insolvency law practitioners and other bands of solicitors, lawyers that chase in claims or protect you possibly from winding up petitions. When we were sitting down talking initially over the phone, and obviously the conversation came on to cost, it was almost a case of, right, how much can you afford at the moment? We're going to be looking at this, so Simon, how does that fit in? We'll put X amount down to start the ball rolling. I'll take the case on. I appreciate funds are going to be tough. It was fantastic. I cannot say enough in words for how Pete offers value for money,